Hey, Diva Monet, this is Crystal. Wow, I so just did a video for you. There was an error. Oh my god, I hope it records this time because I will just freak if I do this. I did a 10-minute video for you, exactly. And the crap did not process, so I'm hurting right now. But whatever, no big deal. I got your comment. For those who look at my videos, this is just an unofficial video. This is not an Army Wife 101 video. So it's going to be very just just all over the place because I didn't have anything prepared. Pretty much, Diva had left a comment on my page. You're moving to Hunter, and you want to know about it. So I'll give you as much information as I can about it. Before I go into detail, feel free to email me at Crystal, Krystel, at armywife101.com. And if you have specific questions that you want to know, send them to me, and I promise you I will answer them as much, excuse me, in as much detail as I can. This way you can have, your specific questions answered, because I know you probably have some detailed questions you want to know. So with that said, okay, Hunter's in Savannah. I've lived both off post and on post, so I think I'm a good person to talk about Hunter too because I've had the experience of both sides of living there. Starting with off post, if I chose to live off post, or if you're choosing to live off post, the first place I would want to look into is Georgetown. One being that I'm just the type of person. You have a lot of people who move to places and they're like, oh, well, my husband wants to be off post. He doesn't want to be near work. That's all well and good, but the reality of it is with gas and getting up early for PT in the morning, you don't want to be that far, considering that other people live off post and now you got to try to get in the gate and all this stuff. So Georgetown is right down the street from the Rio Gate, which is the closest gate to Georgetown. Yeah, so you want to live in Georgetown. The reason I chose Georgetown is because whenever I PCS, I look for the area that mainly military and older locals live in, and that's exactly the area I lived in. I lived in this little subdivision called Sugar Mill Plantation. It was a combination of, older locals, people who had been there for a while, owned their homes there, police, and military. It was a good mixture of people because at the end of the day, you want to see people that look like you, but you also want a mixture of people. You know what I mean? Where there's a melting pot of people. What else? Down the street, what I liked also about living right there, as soon as you came out of your subdivision onto the main road, wherever you lived in Georgetown, you're basically on 95, so you're right there by 95, and down the road on 95 there's some outlets. You're about 25 miles away from Fort Stewart, which is part of Hunter, because Hunter is Stewart's sister base. And then you also have a combination of little restaurants, gas stations, restaurants, hotels that families should come into town. So those are the things that I liked about that area. Also, what I really liked a lot was me and my husband, we love to travel. We're road trip junkies, because flying is expensive these days. And I like the fact that we lived 4 hours from Florida. I mean, my husband Friday, if he was off and had a 4-day weekend, he could say, hey, Friday, morning, we're going to leave for Florida. And you don't have to necessarily go to Disney World, although my kids have had the privilege of being able to go because we avoided airfare, because we drove. So we were able to go several times there, and stay Shades Green, which is the military resort right on the grounds of Disney is there. So there's a lot to do. Right past Atlanta, there's a safari. We were able to go to Atlanta, just to do different things and just to get out of town. Of course, Savannah is a very historic area. People pay money to come downtown. I don't know if you're a history buff. I consider myself to be to a certain degree. But, I mean, so many movies were filmed downtown. You have all these places. If you're a Food Network junkie like I am, Paula Deen is based out of Savannah. So there's a lot geared towards her. It's just little things. I mean, because the whole point of PCSing is to enjoy the experience of wherever you go, wherever it may be. So these are the things that I would take advantage of. I would trade spots with you in a minute. I'm in Hawaii now. I PCS from Hunter. Sorry, I got people eyeing me. I PCS from Hunter in March of '09, and so I've been away from there for a while, but I did live there for a little bit over 2 years, so I'm pretty familiar. But it's just, overall, it's a nice area. Tybee's not too far away, the beach is there. I'm not a big beach person, but it's nice to know that it's 20 minutes away if you want to go there. Every area has its bad area. Personally, me, I chose not to live past Hunter because I don't know. I can't live in just overlooking stuff. I don't know. It seemed like everything is just kind of anxious looking up past that point. I don't know how to explain it. There are some nice apartments over there. I don't know if you're looking for an apartment or for a house. I don't know if you have kids or not. But you know, so that's something you might want to look into. The other area you can look into is Richmond Hill. It's over on Highway 17. It's near the new Walmart. It's a pretty new Walmart. That's another area people choose to live in. Pooler is another newer area with a lot of new housing people choose to, you know, live in. I mean, Savannah's a cool area. As far as on post goes, right outside the gate, of each gate there's a mall. So that's something I like. Hunter itself has a commissary. It has a PX, even though it's only an airfield. It does have these things. They're small compared to other ones I've been to. But you don't really need a big one because Fort Stewart's not that far away. And right outside each gate is a grocery store, a huge mall. You know, you have your mall with Macaroni Grill, Old Navy, Macy's, the Mac Counter. You have 2 movie theaters right there. I mean, there's a plethora of things to do, so it's not like you're in the woods. You know, you're not in the sticks. You're not at some lonely, in the middle of nowhere army base. You know, that don't have anything to do. Living on post housing is pretty new. I say housing, the new housing is probably about 4, maybe 5 years old at the most. The new housing, they do have old housing, but I think they only put you in that if you have like 1 kid. I don't know. I think you need to have 2 kids live in the new housing. I guess unless you're a certain rank, you know, I'm not sure. I lived in New Ganem. I'm assuming you found me through my little Hunter Army Airfield on post decorating video. That was my house. I loved it. I lived on the corner. I lived right there. I could see the commissary from my house. I didn't have no problems with people there. So that was cool. I say the best time to get a house on post is when the guys deploy. Seems like you could get in really fast there. I'm trying to go fast because I'm at 7 minutes. What else? Schooling is off post. There are no schools on post, so if you have kids, they'll take a bus. Bus was provided. My daughter, we were lucky to have the bus right in front of our house. I'm sorry. I tell y'all, this wasn't going to be one of my good videos. What else? Yeah, we had the buses by our house. Yeah, there's parks there, the community center, the gym. You have all that stuff. You have a shop at, you have a Burger King, you have a Popeyes. Burger King on post closes at like 4 o'clock, so you could forget even ever going there for dinner if you wanted to. They're just ridiculous. But you know what? I see why they do it, because really, we're lucky as an airfield, because where I'm at now, we have an airfield, and they don't have anything. They have a shop at, and that's it. So, I guess considering all what is available to you right outside post, I mean, you got Bojangles, I call it Bojangles. You have all this stuff, so you really, you know, you're not missing nothing. It's just the convenience of having it on post, but it's no big deal. And really, I mean, that's it. I would say just look into Georgetown, look into Pooler, look into Richmond Hill, and, you know, if you find something past post, that's fine too. But just know there's tons of shopping. There's tons to do when your hubby gets those 3-day, 4-day weekends and he can get a pass. There's tons to do. On post is nice. There's always something nice going on for the holidays and stuff. They do try to make it really nice. I like having a small post because I feel like the police presence is better there versus where I live. I live on Schofield in Hawaii, and it's so big that I don't feel like the police patrol like they should. And, you know, like I said, if you have any specific questions, hit me up, because right now I usually write things down, but I saw your question, and I kind of wanted to hit you up, let you know I got it, and just, you know, give you a general idea of how Hunter is and how Savannah is. But if you have anything specific you want to ask me, hit me up. Either send me a comment or just send me an email through YouTube, and I promise you, because I'm on you, I have no life. Let's just keep it real. So I'm on here all the time, and I'll probably hit you up. You'll be surprised. I'll hit you up really fast. So ask me your specific questions, and like I said earlier in the video, I promise you that I will go into as much detail as you need me to go in. But I'm just one of them people, I'll be all there some days, so I kind of need some guidance. So if you ask me something, it's easier for me to give you more information, because I'll just be all over the place. But with that said, hit me up. If you want, email me at crystal@armywife101.com, or go to www.armywife101.com and hit Ask ArmyWife101. And you can contact me that way or hit me through here. It does not matter. I'm glad you wrote, and enjoy your PCS. It will be fun. Trust me. I loved Savannah. I'm so jealous. Not in a bad way, but I'm envious of you. And I promise you, I'll do what I can. I'm going to have my friend also try to take a video of her housing so you can see new housing if that's what you're interested in. And look forward to hearing from you. So